In the heart of a vast and beautiful kingdom, there lived Prince Kwame, known for his charm and kindness. He often enjoyed mingling with the common people, disguising himself as a commoner to visit markets in neighboring villages. He savored the vibrant atmosphere and the simplicity of everyday life, finding solace in the anonymity it provided. On one such visit, Kwame met Nia, a stunning maiden selling fresh fruit. She was the daughter of a renowned hunter in the village, and her beauty was matched only by her strength and grace. Kwame was captivated by her, and their casual conversations quickly blossomed into a deep, secret love. As their love grew, Nia, against her better judgment, surrendered her heart and her virginity to Kwame, unaware of his royal status. Kwame's frequent absences from the palace did not go unnoticed by his mother, the queen. Growing suspicious, she had him followed and soon discovered his affair with a commoner. Enraged by this revelation, the queen ordered her guards to eliminate Nia's father on a hunting trip and to kidnap Nia, ensuring she was banished to a distant village, blindfolded, so she could never return. Prince Kwame was devastated when he could no longer find Nia, searching for her relentlessly but to no avail. Meanwhile, Nia, now alone and pregnant, found herself shunned by other men who saw her as spoiled. She gave birth to a beautiful daughter, Amma, and struggled to raise her in poverty. Years passed, and one day, as Nia searched for berries in the forest, a man from the village attempted to force himself on her. Terrified, Nia grabbed Amma and fled, running for days with nothing but a few berries for sustenance. Exhausted and near death, Nia collapsed, fearing for her and her daughter's lives. To her surprise, she awoke to the smell of food and saw an elderly woman tending to Amma. This woman, a nearly blind seamstress, offered to teach Nia her craft in exchange for care as her sight failed. Grateful, Nia accepted, and they settled in the village, not far from the palace. Years passed, and Nia and Amma lived a modest life in their secluded village. Amma grew into a bright and determined teenager, helping her mother sell herbs to fund her education. One day, while searching for herbs in the forest, Amma stumbled upon a young man practicing his swordsmanship. The man, Prince Kofi, was captivated by the young woman who watched him with admiration. "Hello," Amma greeted, her voice soft yet filled with curiosity. Kofi turned, smiling. "Hello. What brings you to the forest?" "I'm gathering herbs," Amma replied, blushing slightly. "It's for my studies." Kofi, intrigued by her intelligence and beauty, found himself drawn to her. They spent more time together, falling in love without knowing the true nature of their relationship. He was the prince, the son of King Kwame and his queen, and unbeknownst to them, Amma's half-brother. They quickly formed a bond, and the prince invited Amma and her mother Nia to a grand gala. Excited about her daughter's suitor, Nia created a stunning dress with a matching jewel for Amma. As they traveled to the gala, Nia recognized familiar landmarks from her past, filled with memories of her love for Kwame. At the gala, Nia's heart ached with nostalgia and lingering love for Kwame. The reunion at the palace would soon reveal deep, hidden truths that would change their lives forever. Amma, radiant in her new dress, felt a mix of excitement and nerves as they entered the grand hall. The opulence of the palace overwhelmed her, but she was comforted by Kofi's presence by her side. Nia, on the other hand, was struck by a wave of déjà vu. The memories of her past love with Kwame came rushing back, and she struggled to maintain her composure. As the evening progressed, King Kwame made his grand entrance. Nia's breath caught in her throat as she saw him. Though years had passed, his presence still commanded the room. Kwame's eyes scanned the crowd and locked onto Nia's. Shock and recognition flickered in his eyes. Nia's heart pounded as she realized the young man Amma had fallen for was Kofi, Kwame's son, making him Amma's half-brother. The revelation was a cruel twist of fate that threatened to destroy the happiness they had found. Unable to bear the weight of her secret, Nia sought a private audience with King Kwame. They met in a secluded garden, away from prying eyes. "Your Majesty," Nia began, her voice trembling. "There is something I must tell you." Kwame, recognizing her instantly, felt a surge of emotions. "Nia, is it really you?" "Yes," she confirmed, tears streaming down her face. "Ama is our daughter." Kwame staggered, the shock overwhelming him. "Our daughter," he repeated, barely able to comprehend the revelation. Nia nodded. "Ama cannot marry Kofi, Kwame. She is his half-sister." Kwame, torn between his love for his son and his duty as a king, faced an impossible decision. The court buzzed with rumors, and the queen, upon learning the truth, was filled with remorse for her past actions. Kwame called for a council meeting, explaining the situation to his advisors and the court. The truth was painful, but it had to be faced. He declared Ama's true heritage, ensuring her place in the royal family without the possibility of marriage to the prince. Nia, now reunited with Kwame, stood by his side as they navigated the challenges ahead. Ama, though heartbroken, accepted her fate, understanding the complexities of their situation. Kwame arranged a secret meeting with Nia, unable to contain the emotions that had been bottled up for years. "Nia, I never stopped loving you," he confessed, his voice filled with anguish and longing. "I searched for you everywhere. Not a day went by that I didn't think of you." Hearing his words, Nia's heart softened. "Kwame, I loved you too. I never wanted to leave, but I was forced to protect our child." Kwame took her hands in his eyes searching hers for answers. "Can we find a way to be together, even if it's not the way we once dreamed?" Nia, tears streaming down her face, nodded. "We must, for Ama's sake, and for the love we still share." Years later, Ama grew into a wise and respected member of the royal court, her experiences shaping her into a compassionate leader. Kofi, while unable to marry Ama, became her closest confidant and supporter. Kwame and Nia, though unable to be together in the traditional sense, shared a bond that transcended time and circumstance. They found solace in their rekindled love, even as they mourned the lost possibilities of the past. Their story became a legend, a reminder of the enduring power of love and the importance of truth. And in the hearts of their people, they found the legacy they had always sought, a legacy of courage, compassion, and the unbreakable ties of family.